Hello, good morning. We're doing Morning Pages Live from Dublin, Ireland, in a new location, as you can see. Lots and lots of boxes behind me, lots and lots of chaos, jars of pens, jars of pencils, but things are freshly painted and things are freshly organized. And I broke tradition with one big thing and I reorganized shelves so that I can sit here and it becomes a little desk. There's shelves above me, to the left, to the right, but this is my tech area. This is where I'm going to do a lot of work. And over there is where I'm going to do a lot of different kind of work. So today we're talking about tiny acts of rebellion, breaking away from stuff, okay? Breaking away from expectation, breaking away from our own expectation, from other people's expectations, and shuffling it off the shoulders. Yeah, it's heavy, and the shoulders get used to the weight. The shoulders get used to the burden and the expectation. So it can take a little effort. It can take a little exercise to ease the expectation off our shoulders. God, what does that feel like? Whew. You have to take a couple of deep breaths. Let those expectations slide to the back as we slowly tilt to the back and rebel against one little expectation. Because slowly that expectation has nothing else to hold on to, only our fear, only our willingness to keep it there. So when we lean back ever so slightly, it is really a tiny act of rebellion. It's a quiet FU. It's a quiet shh, get lost, go away, stop bugging me, stop bugging me. And so we let that expectation fall and it actually slides down our body and lies on the floor. Okay. So for a moment, we can look at that expectation and let it sit on the floor. It's still there. It still exists, even though it's not on our shoulders, that burden of expectation. It's still on the floor. We can pick it up if we want to. It's always going to be there, you know. But the sky doesn't fall in when it's lying on the floor, when it's down off our shoulders. Does that make sense? So once we start those false expectations, seeing them, and that's what morning pages are so useful for, looking at expectations and examining them and going, are you really coming from me? Or, you know, is it something I formulated? Is it something that was put on top of me? Sometimes it's put on top of us, you know? So we have the choice, gently leaning back and going, get off me. You get to like that feeling when there's less expectation, you know. And part of that is what I'm doing today. So I'm up to my eyes with house and renovations and organization and stuff. And I'm just back from a bit of a walk, and I just decided just to keep my hair messy. I did put on a headband, so you know you'd be spared a little bit of the appearance, but by and large, I'm letting your expectation just sit there, and I'm letting my own expectation of what I should look like for a YouTube video. I'm just letting that sit for a while. And the more we do that, the easier it becomes, you know. It's one of the things that we do on the Artist's Way. It's one of the things we look at our expectations and we try and release them gently, you know. It takes time, takes morning pages, takes artist dates, and it takes a lot of kind of looking at ourselves, you know. But a lot of it is kind of breaking rank a little bit, you know, just saying, no, actually, that way is not working for me. I'm going to find a way and a place and people who permit it, you know. So welcome to these pages. Welcome to your place of permission. You're both the author and the audience. You bring what you need to bring to your pages today. Okay. And often that's been rebellion. Often that is rebellion, standing up for ourselves and doing things our way, just doing 10 minutes of morning pages, I'm going to have a look and see if Julia says anything about rebellion. So this is coming straight from The Artist's Way, 12-part creative recovery, written about 30 odd years ago by writer and teacher Julia Cameron, who worked as a screenwriter for many, many years. And she hit a number of problems and was gently brought the way of creating her way back to healing, creating her way back to sanity, self-acceptance, self-love, all those good things. So let me see, rebellion. I love the index because there's nothing about rebellion. What's another word for rebellion? Can't think of what I can. Mulling, mourning, negativity, natural abundance, novelty. Oh, novelty. Let's go with novelty. Change is as good a rest, isn't it? Change as good as a rest. 22 in my book. Novelty. Let's see. Yeah, it's about doing things differently, isn't it? Filling the well and stocking the pond. So she asks the question, if I light this stick of incense, what will I feel? Maybe things like that weren't allowed in your house. Maybe it was kind of poo-pooed or written off as new age crap. If I light the stick of incense, what will I feel? Will it bring me back 30 years? Will I start to cry? Will I discover the smell of it? What's going to happen? She asks that. She says, scent is an often overlooked pathway to powerful associations and healing. The scent of Christmas, that's timely, the scent of Christmas at any time of the year, she says, or the scent of fresh bread or homemade soup can nourish the hungry artist within. So that can be something that you might explore today or tomorrow, looking at what if I do something? What if I start a sketchbook when my other sketchbook is not finished? What if I drink tea today instead of coffee? What if I don't say, yes, of course, I'd love to do such and such a thing for you for free? What would happen? What would happen? Would the earth stop? Would you stop breathing? Would they stop loving you? What would happen when we start performing tiny acts of rebellion? What happens when we start saying no? We start shaking stuff off. What happens if I light a stick of incense? What will I feel? What will happen if I burn the special candle? What will happen if I don't wear makeup today? What's the thing? What's the thing that you normally do automatically that makes you just feel a little bit icky, but you do it anyway? Look at that thing today. Yeah. Good morning, Mandakini. Hi, good morning. Hope you're keeping well. I do hope you're keeping well. So we're talking about tiny acts of rebellion today. And we started off by shaking off a little bit of the expectation and looking at that expectation on the floor. We're looking at the expectations on the floor and feeling the lighter shoulders, So Mandakini says, what if I actually succeed at what I'm avoiding doing? Such as sending my work out. Yeah. What if? That's a powerful phrase. What if I say yes? What if I say no? And fortunately or unfortunately, life is full of choices. And the pressure that we can sometimes feel to get it right, to do it right, to make the right decision. There is no right and wrong, I suppose, when it comes down to it, but there's definitely fear. There's definitely fear, you know. So yeah, what if I actually succeed at what I'm avoiding doing, such as sending my work out? Glad to hear you're feeling well, Mandakini, and feeling lighter. Yeah, we'll start our pages shortly. So I had a tiny act of rebellion yesterday. I couldn't find my usual hardback book for doing morning pages. And I felt deep discomfort at taking the new one and writing in the new one. But sometimes needs must. And it's important that I got to cut myself a bit of slack. Here was the new pink one. And there's a lovely page of pages. And it started off as heavily complex emotional feelings. I felt so kind of conflicted yesterday, starting a new morning pages pad when the old one still had plenty of space. That discomfort is real. It might be over a sketchbook or a morning pages book that you haven't started, or it might be over something bigger. But your feelings are your feelings, and they are important. They're so important, lads. Jeepers tonight. All right, let's get started on our pages. Okay, we are doing 10 minutes because that is also a tiny act of rebellion. And it's saying, yeah, I know what I should be doing. And I probably should be doing 101 things for other people right now, but this is my practice. And this tiny practice becomes empowering. It becomes a source of strength, a source of power. And once that power comes through, there's a lovely sense of self, a lovely sense of being true to yourself. That's kind of precious, you know, kind of rare. All right, let's get started. Okay, I'll set this up a little bit. As you can see, all of the boxes. Yeah, Mandakini, you and I had a meeting during the week, and I have another meeting with someone else actually today. I'm actually really excited about it because it's, as Mandakini says, I see our meetings. Oh, yeah, you see our daily meetings. Yeah, we did have a private meeting as a seeding practice. Yeah, it's a lovely way of seeing it, you know. It's very important that it can have a seed and can be watered and looked after, you know. All right, are you ready? Are you steady? We're going to start 10 minutes, starting now. No, there we go. There's our 10 minutes. Okay, 10 minutes is up. Take 60 seconds, please, to review the bits and pieces that jump out at you, okay? The insights, things to remember, okay? And go. Yeah, 60 seconds is up. Well done. Yeah. Okay, well done. Okay. Feel like a rebel yet? Oh dear. Just sit with whatever's come through today. I'm sitting with what came through for me. Just the one thing. Screaming at the end. So just sitting with that. I'm going to do 3 deep breaths and then I'm going to let something's just landed on my roof. Jeepers. 3 deep breaths. And the last one is audible. We'll make them all audible if we want to, okay? Be the ultimate rebellion. Okay. Take those false expectations. Work them off the shoulders. They're very stubborn sometimes. They're very stubborn. Shake them off. Let them slide down your back. Lie on the floor. Okay? They're still there. We can pick them up anytime we like. Pick them up anytime you like. Okay, ready? And in for 4. Hold for 4 and out for 4. In again. Okay, and last one. Jeepers, what is going on? Oh, yeah. Breathe it out loudly. See if there's anything dead on my roof. Tiffany, you and I are talking later. Looking forward to it. Thanks for showing your inner rebel some love this morning, guys. And showing up for these pages for even this short little time. I will definitely find more in Rebellion. It's probably going to be in the War of Art. It's not going to be in the Artist's Way, but I love the idea of rebellion. Small, tiny acts of rebellion, quiet, that matter only to us. Okay, kind of vital. Have a great day. We do this again Wednesday, Thursday, and on Friday we go long. I think we'll just keep doing this over the holidays because as I was thinking to myself this morning, during the holidays at a time of overwhelm and family and expectation overload, that's often when we need morning pages the most. So I'm going to try and work out a little bit of a schedule, but it's probably going to be by and large the usual Monday to Friday, you know. If there's anything else I can do for you in the next couple of weeks, just shout. And if it doesn't suit me, believe me, I will say no. That's just me looking after myself. And I expect you to do the same. I expect you to turn up to this if if you want to. And I expect you to not turn up if you don't want to. You need to be able to say no. Thanks, Nicola. No. Okay. Bye, friends. See you later. Have a great day. Bye.